Captain Zethra of the Crimson Fang had raided over 200 vessels in his 15 cycles of piracy. His crew of Krell warriors were feared across 3 sectors, and their reputation preceded them like a shadow of death. When the scanner detected a lone human cargo vessel drifting through the outer reaches, Zethra's mandibles clicked with satisfaction. Humans, the newest species to join the galactic community. Soft, weak creatures who had barely mastered faster-than-light travel. Easy prey. Prepare boarding protocols, Zethra commanded, his 4 eyes gleaming in the red light of his command deck. This will be quick. The human ship, designated as the SS Prometheus, appeared damaged. Its engines were cold, life support minimal, and no distress beacon activated. A perfect target. The Crimson Fang's grappling claws latched onto the hull with a metallic shriek, and within moments, Zethra's boarding party of 20 elite Krell warriors had breached the airlock. The corridor beyond was dark, lit only by emergency strips along the floor. The Krell advanced in formation, their thermal scanners detecting 7 human life signs scattered throughout the ship, 7 against 20. The odds pleased Zethra. Secure the cargo hold first, he ordered through the comm. Kill anyone who resists. The first squad moved down the main corridor toward the cargo bay. As they rounded a corner, a human voice echoed through the ship's intercom, calm, almost amused. Welcome aboard the Prometheus. You've just made the last mistake of your lives, Zethra snarled. Human bravado, it would die with them. The lead Krell warrior reached for the cargo bay door when the floor beneath him exploded, not with fire or shrapnel, but with a magnetic pulse that ripped his armor apart and flung his body against the ceiling with bone-crushing force. The other 3 warriors in the squad stumbled back, only to find the corridor behind them sealed by emergency bulkheads that slammed down like guillotines. Trap, one of them screamed into the comm before the walls themselves became weapons. Hidden panels slid open, revealing not guns but something worse. Industrial mining lasers designed to cut through asteroids. The beams sliced through Krell armor like it was tissue paper. Zethra watched the vitals of his first squad flatline in rapid succession. His blood ran cold. Second squad, different route. Flank through engineering! But the humans had anticipated that too. As the second squad entered the engineering section, they found themselves in a room with no artificial gravity. The moment they floated into the center, magnetic locks on their boots activated, anchoring them in place. Then the humans vented the atmosphere. The Krell were tough, able to survive in vacuum for several minutes. But the humans didn't give them minutes. From hidden hatches in the walls, they released a cloud of microdrones, each no larger than an insect, each carrying a shaped charge. The drones swarmed the immobilized pirates like a metallic plague, and when they detonated simultaneously, there was nothing left but frozen debris. Zethra's mandibles trembled. 12 warriors dead in less than 5 minutes. The humans hadn't even shown themselves yet. This is impossible, his tactical officer hissed. They're a cargo ship. Where are these weapons coming from? The answer came from the human voice again, now clearly taunting them. You know what humans used to do on Earth? We hunted. Predators hunting predators. We used bait, traps, and patience. You thought this was a disabled cargo ship. This is a Q ship, you idiots. A merchant vessel with military-grade weapons hidden inside. And you just walked right into it, a Q ship. Zethra's blood turned to ice. He'd heard rumors of such vessels, human ingenuity turning defensive ships into offensive traps. But they were supposed to be rare, expensive, and only deployed in high-risk zones. Fall back, Zethra roared. Return to the Crimson Fang immediately. But the humans weren't done. As the remaining 8 Krell warriors retreated toward their boarding tube, the lights suddenly came on. Bright, painful, blinding. The Krell's eyes, adapted for dim environments, burned. They stumbled, disoriented as armored figures emerged from the shadows. The humans weren't wearing standard crew uniforms. They wore combat armor, scarred and battle-worn, each one moving with the practiced efficiency of soldiers, not merchants. Their weapons weren't standard either. Plasma rifles, flechette guns, and something that looked disturbingly like a miniature railgun. The first human to speak removed her helmet, revealing a scarred face and a predator's smile. You picked the wrong ship, Bug. The firefight was brief and brutal. The Krell warriors, disoriented and outgunned, fell one by one. Their armor, designed to withstand energy weapons, proved useless against kinetic rounds that punched through with raw momentum. One Krell charged forward with a plasma blade, only to have his entire torso evaporated by a point-blank railgun shot. Zethra watched from his ship as his final warrior's life sign winked out. 20 elite Krell warriors, dead, not a single human casualty. His claws hovered over the controls to detach from the Prometheus, but before he could execute the command, his ship's systems began to fail. The humans had infiltrated his network through the boarding tube connection. His weapon systems locked down. His engines refused to ignite. The human voice came through on his own bridge speakers now. "You're not going anywhere, Captain. The Galactic Coalition has been looking for you. We're just the ones who caught you." Zethra slumped in his command chair as Coalition patrol ships began dropping out of FTL around him. He'd been set up. The entire thing, the disabled ship, the lack of escort, the easy target, had been bait. And he'd taken it. As Coalition Marines boarded the Crimson Fang to take him into custody, Zethra had one final thought. Humans didn't hunt like other species. They didn't overpower or outrun. They thought, they planned, and they turned their prey's own instincts against them. The galaxy had welcomed humanity as merchants and explorers. What they hadn't realized was that humans had spent millennia perfecting the art of the trap, and in the cold void of space there was nowhere to run once you'd been caught. The SS Prometheus disengaged its grappling claws and powered up its engines, already transmitting its report to Coalition Command. Another pirate crew neutralized. Another trap successfully sprung. In the human crew quarters, Commander Sarah Chen poured herself a drink and raised it toward the viewport where the captured pirate ship sat powerless. "Welcome to the neighborhood," she said with a grim smile. "We're not what you expected, are we?" No, the aliens hadn't expected this at all, and that Commander Chen knew was exactly what made humanity so dangerous.